All right. Make sure we have a stream today. Uh, we're gonna check out Nazman's creation, A Pirate's Treasure. I've also used this template, so I'm pretty familiar with the layout of the template. It's intro music, and there's music on this part, so that's pretty cool. Oh, let me see here. Talk to the islander about the treasure. We went with a first-person view, which I don't mind. The new camera and the updates really helped with first-person view. Looking to go on a treasure hunt? Grab the map from the hut, but beware, there are many dangers you will come across. Get the map from Shanty. You have a quest indicator from the Shanty. I thought Shanty was a person. Big old map. Where to start? Obviously, we start with the beach bum. What's up? I see you spoke with the islander. Now that you have the map, go and seek the treasure. Well, where do I start? Follow the map, duh. As you get close to the locations, you will see where to go. Okay. Find the 4 runes to discover the treasure, collect 30 coins. Here's the coins. I collected the spear. Are the indicators on everything? Just one at a time. Can't quite tell. Alright, next is the Earth Rune. The only thing I'll say about first person is it's not everybody's favorite. You don't have the updated movement speed on, I don't think, or the movement, so I can't climb up 2 blocks. I don't know if you want to change that or not. But as far as first person view, it makes traveling and parkour a lot harder usually. So if there's not a huge reason to go first person, I might recommend switching back to third person. Not gonna be able to climb up that with this movement. You gotta change the movement palette to default. Alright. How do I get up here if I can't climb? Is it even up there? I do know this map, but I don't know how to get up there without being able to climb. I would take off crabs hurting you and stuff. Probably. But yeah, this makes parkour nearly impossible. First person, no idea where to go. Get to that last coin and then jump around the edge. You want me to crawl into that little hole? I see. This is not the spot. But I think the reason I'm struggling so much in general, not being able to get up here, is because it's in first person. And also, yeah, you should really turn the movement palette on so you can climb ledges up to. I'm having my stream right now. That's the right place. Oops. But yeah, first person just makes this way harder than it needs to be. You can definitely do whatever you want for sure, but I would say first person for narrative things, telling stories, probably. I'm supposed to be in there. Did this open up more? What the heck? What's happening? I'm so confused. Did that just void out? Or did I just not notice that it was a door? There we go. Looks like you might have expanded this a little bit. I don't remember this in here. Hey, it's the Lucky Miner bag. Alright, don't fall in the hole before you grab this. There's no oxygen, so I can't drown. That's good. Oh yeah, there is oxygen. I see it now. Why is it? Oh, because it's first person. Everything's working really good. The start of the game, everything worked really good. I think there's some typos in there. I might just put that stuff through an AI generator to add some flavor and just get rid of the typos.
What?
I also know the way on this map for the most part. It didn't look like I knew what I was doing down there, but I do know this template pretty well. Oh gosh, I wasn't sprinting. So it's pretty easy for me to get up here, but it's infinitely harder in first person for sure. You have collected all the runes. A chest has appeared on the dock. Go there and open it. On the dock? Who delivered it? Oh, I fell off the island before I could check for coins. Oh, did I get 30 coins? Put on the pirate hat. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, collect. Avast ye, matey. Now you see the real treasure, me ship. Now you're the captain. Board the ship and take the helm to sail. Oh, cool. Do these bushes have collision? This is a pretty cool pirate ship. Hey, there's a cool pickaxe.
I can't wait to cut the tree off. The chainsaw.
Set sail.
Uncle Max if the evening comes.
Nice. Are you using an actor property switcher for the ship? Or are you spawning it? If you're using an actor property switcher, yeah, just a minute. You're hitting those assets with your collision on the actor property switcher, so you need to say only talk to tags within range and then give your boat a tag and then just put the tags on the boat. Make sure the actor property switcher is talking to the right tags. But yeah, I think your game is pretty great. I don't really have anything else to say other than just in my experience, people don't really like first person view unless it's needed to tell the story or like it adds like cinematic flair or something. So I would probably just stick with third person, but for sure do whatever you want to do, no problem. And then yeah, there was just a little typos in the askers. I would just go to like your favorite AI generator and just play with your AI generator. And it'll give you a little flavor, maybe like a pirate flair, and then it'll clear up all your typos. The only other part of the game that I thought people might struggle with is, oh yeah, the movement palette. I would definitely put on default because that's how the Sandbox does it nowadays. So you can climb up 2 blocks. I would do that. That would make the movement in this game just much more fun because like you know where everything is and I know where everything is because I've worked with this template before, but people that have never touched it before, they just want to have fun. They're not going to know where things are. They're going to get frustrated. So yeah, put that new movement on. And then what was the last thing I was thinking about? Oh yeah, um I was gonna say, my kids are distracting me right now. So the last thing I was gonna say was, you have a part of the quest where the game progresses when you put on equipment. Everybody, that is in the sandbox and stuff, they know how to put on equipment. But it's not intuitive to push I and then put on your equipment and all that stuff. So, excuse me, you might have to talk people through that. There are NFT videos that show people how to equip equipment, I think. Well, I think that's for the like the jetpack and the double jump shoes and stuff. But yeah, potentially you could just put a little descriptor like in the quest maybe. Like you could give the player a quest when they collect it that says the quest description says press I and go in. So like I would add a quest that gives instructions before you have to put on the hat because nobody's gonna. I'm not gonna say nobody, but we're gonna say that you have to assume that people aren't gonna read your things. And the askers, you have to assume that people aren't gonna read your askers. So you're gonna have to find other ways to make sure you give people information when they can't progress. And the easiest way to do that is with quests. So if you give them a quest that launches when you pick up the hat that says, like in the little box on the right, it's like press I and equip your pirate hat. And then you do that, and then that quest is done, and then the next quest starts. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. I mean, things you could mess with to make it more fun, like you could mess with a weather switcher. Um, to like maybe make like a passing rainstorm or something during the game. That'd be pretty easy. I could help you do that with like a weather fade, some lightning or something. Um, but yeah, if you have any other ideas that you would like help with, that's pretty much all I've got for you. So if you have any questions or anything, just holler, and I'd be happy to run through it again at any point for you, for sure. All right. Well, it's cool that you were here. Yeah, for sure. Totally. You could add lots of stuff to it. Just keep poking away at it. If you don't want the pirate ship to leave right away, or you could give them that. You could use the coins for. You could use the coins for currency. If you have any other ideas, you could put a fishing game in there. Um, very easily make like a. I mean, I definitely saw you hide some of your NFTs in there. That was really cool. But you could really easily create like a place to display your NFTs if you wanted to, or if you don't want to do that, there's lots of space in there to do other things too. So holler, holler if you need me. World of Warcraft. Cool. I can't wait to see it evolve. And I would love to help anytime I can. All right. So we got about a half hour left in the stream. I think I'm going to just go ahead. Whoops, punch the mic. Go ahead and work on the fashion show a little bit and just pull at the thread we were pulling at yesterday. Alright, cool. I'm gonna get some brain going now because I'm weird. Alright. So yeah, we're Impossible Dream Studios. Impossible Dream Studio. Hope I don't have to clear out my local low. Just updated all of this stuff, so I don't think I've gone in since I updated. Have I? Let's try to delete the local low. Just a minute. I deleted my GameMaker local load folder. Alright, this is gonna take a minute to download all this stuff I deleted for sure. Okay. So, going forward, I'm thinking Monday, Tuesdays. I don't know, I'm just gonna stream as much as I can. But likely it's gonna be like Monday, Tuesdays in the morning for sure are Pickaxe Master before the Lucky Miner stream, and then every other time I stream, it's gonna be helping folks or working on the fashion show. If you haven't heard, Roxy and I were lucky enough to be approved for a project for a fashion show. And I'm going to be working on putting that together as publicly facing as I can. We're going to be working on... Most of the stuff I'm going to be working on is the logic. We're going to put together a basement where we're going to attach tags and variables to 3 judges. There's going to be 8 artists / contestants. And then those artists will have the option to be their own model or have a model walk down the catwalk for them. There's going to be a lot of information coming out. Roxy's putting together like the media packets and stuff. So we have like 6 weeks to deliver this, and this is the middle of the first week, towards the end of the first week. And Roxy and I have just been meeting up consistently and just communicating to try to get on the same page. Which most of the time is the hardest thing to do in the first place. And so Roxy's been doing really good putting the world together. Essentially, you're gonna go into like a big open lobby. I want it to feel like a mall, I guess, like a giant mall. Or like a giant museum. And there's going to be 2 sets of staircases that go all the way up to the rooftop, or the ceiling of the lobby. And that's where the production takes place. Like, the catwalk's up on the top floor. So there's 2 identical staircases, really, that mirror each other. One's going to be just a normal staircase that you can just walk up. And the other one will be an obby race, where you'll be able to race people or just obby for fun. I don't know how much logic is going to be in there, but we'll figure something out. So throughout the lobby and up the steps, there's roughly going to be like 3 distinct floors. Are those going to be floors that go all the way across the floor? I don't think so. More like floating islands. Hey, Roxy, what's up? Thanks for the follow. Thanks for following every time you're here. You're a real one. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then once you get up to the top, I need all those tags and variables on people so that I can teleport them. One of the main things I've learned from making games and having the just being blessed enough to watch people play those games is that it's hard to teach people mechanics. Thanks. Thank you. It's really hard to teach people your mechanics and how to play your game. You know how your game works because you put it together, and you would think that other people know how it works, but that's just not that's just not how it works at all. It has to be intuitive. Intuitive to the point where players can move through the steps without hardly thinking. That's what you really are aiming for. Sometimes that isn't possible because you do have to explain things, obviously. But the aim is for people to go through every step of the game intuitively. So when I put on these fashion shows, I don't want people to, I don't want to have to explain, I don't, because there potentially could be 19 people in each show. I don't want to have to explain to 19 people what they have to intricately to do each show. It's just not sustainable. So what I want to be able to do is generally tell people what they're gonna do when they get places, and just straight up teleport them there. Like, I don't want people to have to be. I don't want to tell people be like, this is your mark. You have to be here at this time, after this person. You know, because inevitably the show will fail, and we'll be waiting on somebody because they missed their mark. So my idea is to not worry people with all that stuff. All they have to do is be paying attention, and when they get teleported to a spot, then they must take action. Like the models, for example. So yeah, I don't know what else to say at this point other than to get going. The sky's up. Nice, nice. I was telling Roxy he's ready to become a father with all his dad jokes. Okay, so Roxy turned this off, and all I gotta do is put on player join back in there, I think, and it'll start working again. And so we made Judge Room 1 last time. Hopefully made all the mechanics behind Judge Room 1. I'm gonna do all 3 judges, and then we'll start doing some tests, and then I'll move on to the artists. But I think I'll be able to grab this, grab that, grab that, and grab this. And so this is the system. And I can control duplicate it. One of the reasons I really do love Sandbox is the ability to make your job easier after you've invented a process. It's really easy to duplicate that system. Most of the time you just need to put new messages in. Yeah, that's usually the hardest part of doing things in the sandbox. It's just like everything needs to have its own tag or its own message to make things work. I usually go with the message route, but so everything was set up here for teleport Judge 1, and this is going to be Judge 2, the Judge 2 spot. So, teleport Judge 2. Oh yeah. And so I went with just a moment, my wife is calling me. So what I did here was go to the logic. So we're talking to specific tags within range logic. That's all done. Judge 2. Become Judge 2. We're building a framework here. We can dress all this up later for sure. We're waiting for teleport Judge 2. I didn't change the name of this yet. Teleport Judge 2. closing sound and stuff should all hit the right place without touching anything I don't want it to at this point. So that's good. Alright, let's start at the top. So teleport Judge 2 is going to make an opening sound. It's going to send the message closing to itself. It's going to close. It's going to play the closing sound. We have this one named right. Gonna name this one too. Spawning point Judge 2. We'll just fix everything else while we're here too. So, set Judge 2. I'm just gonna copy this in case I need to keep typing. Dot tag Judge 2 is the tag, so this is going to be Judge 2. I should put tag or something on here. Let's just do it quick. This is a tag Judge 2. So I like to try to have base words in my messages nowadays to try to help myself organize later. Inevitably it will fail and I'll just start making up messages, but I'll try my best. Tag.judge1. Also, we can start putting folders in the hierarchy today, for sure. Should start doing that. Tag to judge. Set judge 2. Logic judge 2. So this is logic.judge.2, and that's going to get hit from out of the rules. Everyone in range. So that's going to hit the judge. It shouldn't hit anybody else. Nobody else is supposed to be in this room. Alright, this is going to play the closing sound. And this is going to teleport you out. Exit. And we still need to get teleported in. We search for Judge 2. Boom. Binga banga booma. Oh yeah, and the only other thing I wanted to do before we get too far, if you're exiting, the door should open and close as well. Should hear sounds. I should have done that before I duplicated. GameMaker's slow to communicate today. For me. Come on, baby. Okay, so right now I'm using this trigger volume and I'm just trying to talk to myself. But we're not going to be able to do that. We can just go ahead and broadcast to specific tags within range. Make it a little smaller. And let's just go ahead and add that logic tag. So, yep. Okay. So, I used the message enter since it was already there. So it's also going to open on enter. It should do everything else by itself except for the sound isn't going to go far enough. So I don't really want to make another sound. So let's just put it more in the middle and it'll just be a really soft sound. And then one last thing I do need to do is this open sound also needs to get played by enter. Enter to exit. Alright, so what I do over there, I put the sound a little closer so you could hear it at both exits, or both spawning points. This thing needs to talk to specific tags in range. And we'll talk to logic. Enter. Oops. Detection. No, not this. Whoops. Everyone in range. Broadcast type is specific tags in range. That's what I wanted. Not detection. Broadcast. So we're going to send enter to everything with logic within 5 meters. And the opening animation is going to get played with enter. And I have to edit logic to get to the messages that play the sound. Right here, we're going to have the message enter. Alright, cool. Let's give it a save again. When it gets done saving, we're going to hop up into the gameplay boards and do some rules. We can go ahead and add these variables here. This is for admin, so I don't need to do that one again. This is for me, so I can keep track of my variables and stuff as I'm making them to make sure they work. Always be testing stuff. It's pretty hard to have, this is going to be global. It's hard when you do a bunch of work without testing any of it, and you don't know what's broken, so I want to always be testing. Okay, so there's the name. We're going to hop over to Judge Variables board. And I need to set this up for Judge 2. So I'm going to duplicate this. And now we can just say set Judge 2 because I made all this. If you're Judge 2, your number's going to be 2. Set Judge 2. If you're Judge 2, then the name of text Judge 2 name is going to be your username. And set Judge 2 If we get the message set judge 2, then we're going to send the tag message out back to logic judge 2. So it only hits where it's supposed to. Easy peasy. Alright, just a second. I'm judge 2. Perfect. Perfect. I think we can do judge 3 before I sign off today. We'll get this part done. Text. Global variable, so everybody can see the name of text judge 3 name. Very important variable. Oops. This time, let's start in the rules and make the messages up here for fun. So we're gonna go set judge. I'll just go ahead and copy this part. Set judge 3. If you're judge 3, then your role is going to be number 3. Set judge dot 3. If you're judge 3, then the global text judge 3 name will be your username. And set judge dot 3 is going to send set judge dot 3 dot tag to the actor property switcher that you're standing next to give you your tag. Alright. So if I should be able to just go ahead and select everything right here and grab it. Control D to duplicate. And let's make the last judge's dressing room. That little red where the yellow goes in, that's so helpful. Such a nice feature. Should also name the doors. White door, back rooms. Judge 3. Okay. First, let's hit edit logic. Then let's start changing messages. Teleports, judge.3. Shouldn't have to change that. Teleport.judge.3. This is judge 3. Become judge 3. Teleport judge 3. I haven't changed the names of things yet. Teleport judge 3. Spawning point exit judge 3. Spawning point judge 3. Dot 3 dot tag. Tag judge dot 3. Set judge dot 3. And this is going to be logic.judge.3. Okay. Everything's good, but I need to change this to exit judge 3. That should be good. And this door needs the right spawning location. So this is going to go to spawning point judge 3. Let's go. All right. So hopefully this is a really good foundation for the logic basement. The 3 judges' dressing rooms is where we started. And we're giving them a tag and setting their role and setting their name. Start with 3. Great. How come I can interact with things so far away on Misty Mountain? Interesting. Cool. Well, we did Judge 2, Judge 3. I think I'm going to start teleporting people around and work on the judge logic before I do the contestants. I'm not sure. I'll meet up with Roxy and talk with him about it and see what he thinks. But this is going to be it for today. Thanks for letting me play your game on stream, Nazman. That was fun. I hope that we can deliver an awesome fashion show and everybody loves it. Well, I know we will deliver it. I hope everybody loves it. And I'll be back tomorrow to work on more fashion show likely, if not later tonight. Well, not tonight. I have golf tonight. But I will be back tomorrow to be working on this. And that's it. Hope everybody has an amazing rest of your day. I love you very much. And I will talk to you later. Bye, Roxy. Talk to you soon because I'm going to call you.